What's good? This is Mr. Ngobeni from STS. We are doing trigonometry today, and yeah, we'll be looking at a past paper in November 2016. It's a question 5 on trigonometry. It's very important that you do your past papers in preparation for your exams because that helps you to get used to the way of questioning and standard of questions in the exam question papers. Without any waste of time, let's do this question paper. So you are given sine 16 is equal to P. Determine the following in terms of P without the use of a calculator. Now, in this type of questions, what I like to do is firstly to draw my Cartesian plane. And I use the information that I have to draw a right angle. So I write this as P over 1. So 16 is in the first quadrant definitely. So this will be 16 degrees. This will be opposite because sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Is to remember we use SOHCAHTOA. So we use SOHCAHTOA to remember that. SOHCAHTOA. So now that will be opposite P and that will be 1. And then from there, we need to find the third side. We're going to use Pythag to find the third side. So we use Pythag because we've got the right angle triangle. So your hypotenuse is 1 and your opposite is P. You're looking for your adjacent. So it's 1 minus P squared is equals to X squared. You're looking for X, you must square root. Therefore, X can either be plus or minus. But in this case, it's going to be plus square root of 1 minus P squared because it's on the positive side of the X-axis, right? So now you have your what? You have your adjacent. So you can find anything. You can find tan, you can find cos. However, the first question says find sine of 196. So what you need to do there is you need to know your reduction formula. And to do that, I'm going to use, draw another diagram, right? I'm going to draw another Cartesian plane. Know that this is 0, 90, 180, 270, and 360. And this, the reduction formula for here, it's 90 minus theta, but also 360 plus theta. 90 plus theta, 180 minus theta, 180 plus theta, 360 minus theta, right? And then we also know that this is also the cast diagram. All of them are positive here. Only sine is positive here, tan is positive here, cos is positive there. And we call this the cast diagram because it reads cast or all students take Coke, all students take coffee, whatever you prefer to remember. So what we then do is we break this one down. We have an understanding to say this is actually in the third quadrant, and we can actually reduce it into an acute angle by using 180 plus 16. So this will be a negative because sine is negative in the third quadrant, sine of 16, which is actually negative of P. Cos of 16, according to what we have, is just a square root 1 minus P squared over 1, which will just be square root of 1 minus P squared. Is that fine? And then what we then go to do is we look at 1.2, where they say they give you the compound angle formula for cos. They say use that compound angle formula for cos to find the compound angle formula for sine. So this is a proof that you need to learn and know off by heart because it can be asked at any time. So we've got sine of A plus B. Now we're gonna change this into cos by using what? By using the cofunction. So it's 90 minus A plus B, right? We're gonna write that as cos of 90 minus A plus B, which it will simplify definitely to sine of A plus B, right? Okay, because this is actually it's like you've got cos of 90 minus theta, which will simplify to sine theta. So you just need to look at A plus B as theta, right? Look at A plus B as theta. Okay, so What we then go to do is we need to write this as cos of 90 minus a, and then this will be minus b. This is because the negative is going to affect the first and the second term in the bracket, right? And then we expand this, we got cos of 90 minus a times cos of b. But because this is cos, the sign will change to sine plus sine of 90 minus a times sine of b. Now 90 minus a is in the first quadrant where cos is positive, and 90 minus a is going to be a cofunction. So we'll change that to what? We'll change this to sine a times cos b, plus that will be cos a, because sine is positive in the first quadrant, and 90 minus a will change to cos. It's a cofunction times sine b. What you have now done is you have derived compound angle for sine. Right? Okay. What we're gonna do next is 1.3, where they say to you have root of 1 minus cos squared 2a over cos of negative a times cos of 90 plus a, which you need to simplify completely, and a is between 0 and 90. So what we then do is, let's leave what we have at the top the way it is at the moment, and then deal with the bottom. This will definitely be cos of 360 minus a, because it's a negative angle, we need to add 360. And cos of 90 plus a, that is in the second quadrant, cos will be negative, but it will be changing to sine a, right? Now, that will be square root of 1 minus cos squared 2a. That it's in which quadrant? Is in the fourth quadrant where cos is positive. So we're going to leave this as cos of a times of negative sine a. Now, we have square root of 1 minus cos squared 2a. Now, we need to remember what we learned from grade 11, the idea. So what we need to remember is that 1 minus cos squared 2a can be written as sine squared 2a, because that is the identity. Cos squared 2a plus sine squared 2a is equals to 1. So you need to remember that identity, and this is negative sine a times cos a, right? And at the top, what you're going to have is you're going to have sine 2a over negative sine a times cos a. Now this is a double angle, which will be 2 sine a times cos a divided by negative sine a times cos a. So this will cancel with that, and this will cancel with this. The answer is negative 2. Now in the negative question, in the next question rather, you are given that cos 2a, cos 2b is equals to 3 over 5. B is between 0 and 90 degrees. Find the value of cos B. So you need to try to change cos 2B into what? Into a cos B. And to do this, we're going to use our double angle formula for cos. So cos 2B we know is 2 cos 2 cos squared B minus 1, right? 2 cos squared B minus 1. So from there, we know that 3 over 5 is actually equals to what? 2 times cos squared B minus 1, right? And then what do you do? Take 1 to the other side. So you've got 3 over 5 plus 1 is equals to 2 cos squared B. So 3 over 5 plus 1 gives us 8 over 5. So we have 8 over 5 is equals to what? Is equals to 2 cos squared B, right? We divide by 2 both sides because we are looking for what? We are looking for cos B, right? So we're going to take the answer that we have and divide that by 2. And we get what? 4 over 5. But we are looking for what? We are looking for cos B, so we must square root both sides. Therefore, cos B will be equal to what? Cos B is actually 2 square root 5. So it's going to be 2 square root 5. That will be the value of cos B. It will be 2 square root 5. Now, because you now have cos B, you can find the sine B, right? But in order for you to find sine B, what do you need? You need to actually put this in a Cartesian plane. You need to put this in a Cartesian plane and see that, okay, they said B, it's in the first quadrant, so it's going to be square root, and then this is going to be B, right? And then it's going to be opposite, adjacent rather, which is 2, hypotenuse is square root 5, right? And from looking at this, you can see that the third side it's actually going to be equals to 1, but you can also use Pythag to find the third side, right? So from there, you've got sine of B, because sine of B is going to be opposite over hypotenuse. So it's going to be 1 over square root of 5. That is sine of B, right? And then we look at the last question, cos of B plus 45. Find cos of B plus 45. So what you do here is you break this one down using the compound formula. So this is going to be cos P times cos of 45 minus sine of B times sine of 45, right? So cos of B is equals to what? Is equals to 2 over square root of 5 times 1 over square root of 2, right? Minus sine of B, which is 1 over square root of 5 times 1 over square root of 2, right? So the answer to this will actually be 1 over square root of 10. That will be the final answer, 1 over square root of 10. Thank you very much for listening to this lesson. If there's any questions, please feel free to actually leave your comment in the comment section to ask more questions. We'll be proceeding with the second episode. We'll be doing another question on our trigonometry. Thank you, and I'm looking forward to actually having you in the next lesson. Bye.